Well, what's good, fellow outcasts and other rejects? Welcome to WTC, the Anime Outcast. First off, if you're new here, we upload anime what is based around My Hero and other shows alike. Secondly, did you know 80% of our audience is not subscribed? Well, in order for us to continue to make good content, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Don't let your guard down, boy, or else it'll be your end. The figure suddenly launched at Itsuki. Within an instant, the man's knee slammed into his abdomen. I can't wait to play with you. Midoriya flew deeper into a dojo before slamming into the wall. The young boy spit out blood upon impact. Ugh. The man smiled under his mask as he saw Itsuki hunched over, a small pool of crimson liquid lying beneath him, growling ever so slightly bigger as he continued coughing. That teacher of yours calls this place a dojo. What a joke! The man slowly started walking over to Itsuki, his footsteps echoing within the air like quiet building. Let's hope you can entertain me for a moment. Itsuki stared down onto the ground. The world around him felt like it was spinning. His vision was a blur, the air feeling like it had been knocked out of him. Why are you doing this? The boy questioned while slowly getting himself back onto his feet. Why? Oh, that's simple. Your so-called sensei has stolen a lot of business from me. His training methods all the way to his so-called code of honor is all infuriating. I'm only here to prove a point. The Mayo Dojo will never last on my turf. You will be my perfect message to Takayashi. Just think, coming in here and seeing one of his students mercilessly slaughtered. It'll be perfect. Suddenly the man threw another knife at his target, but this time Itsuki managed to roll out of the way. Well, that's a stupid reason. Who says that it can't be multiple dojos in a single area? Tell me, are you a villain? Itsuki questioned, slowly standing back onto his feet. A villain? Sure, you can call me that. Why does that even matter, boy? Midoriya slowly lifted his head, locking eyes with his masked opponent. A spark of fire brewed within. It matters a lot. Being a villain means I don't have to care about hurting you. I'll use everything Sensei has taught me. The boy quickly lowered his signal of gravity, mentally calculating the distance between him and the stranger. Oh, maybe this will be fun. Instantly, the figure dashed toward the landing, a solid strike into Izuku's abdomen. I can't match an adult in strength, but technique is key. The onyx-haired boy clasped his hands around the man's extended fist before swiping his legs across the ground. The man's feet flew up from beneath him as he fell onto his back. Not allowing for a moment's hesitation, Midoriya dived down on top of his opponent with his elbow, aiming for the sternum. Quickly, the man rolled out of the way. Wow, caught me off guard there, didn't you? He swiftly spun, grounding himself. Without further delay, the stranger spun on his heel, swinging his leg across the air. The sword kick slammed against Itsuki's skull, knocking the boy into the ground. Such arrogance from a novice. Takayashi truly trains weaklings, and here I thought you were the strongest student in this place. Maybe I should fight the girl. She doesn't have a quirk after all. Leave Itsuki out of this, Itsuki growled as he attempted to get back up as he was stopped by a man who placed a foot on the boy's back. Oh, did I touch a nerve there? Now isn't this a revelation? Maybe I should keep you alive and watch how I kill her before you. Midoriya's vision went red, and anger filled his heart. Instantly, many memories from the past 2 years filled his mind. She is the only person who treats me like an equal. She is my first proper friend. I haven't spoken to her much outside of training, but still, I'll never let you harm my friend! A friend, you say? That's cute. I'll do you a favor. Once I'm done with you, I'll send her to the same place you'll be going. Enjoy the afterlife! The man quickly took out another knife and dropped down towards Itsuki. Time felt like it slowed. Memories from Midoriya's Entire life flashed before his eyes before suddenly he felt something. Something odd. Die! A stranger yelled as his blade pierced the skin of Izuku's back. Never! A large pulse of blue energy crossed over Midoriya's body as the boy quickly grabbed the man's ankle. Ah! The blade stopped moving as the blood started spraying from different points. My fucking ankle! Izuku quickly glanced at the ankle, seeing it clearly snapped in half, blood covering the boy's hand. Instincts took over as Midoriya jumped back up, the blade still stuck in his back. Get out of Mayo Dojo before I hurt you more. I got broken ankle will stop me. Now you're even, kid. This has only gotten interesting. The man slowly took off his mask, revealing a scaly glare. The name's Iguchi Sakuchi. You deserve a name before death. Midoriya, Izuku, the boy replied, wiping off a bit of blood from his mouth. What's in this boy? Itsuki rushed forward. Without hesitation, Midoriya lowered himself once again, slamming his arm below his opponent's ribcage, effectively knocking him into the air. You said you're a villain, so I'll make sure you don't hurt my friend or anyone ever again. The boy yelled out in pain, throwing a full-powered punch at his prone opponent. The blow connected with his chest. The clear sound of cracking bones echoed throughout the room before the strong wind current erupted from the strike. Iguchi launched through the ceiling and into the air above the building. I won't tolerate villains, Midoriya mumbled, watching as the lizard-like man slowly fell back down. The onyx-headed boy ground his one foot into the floor while tensing up the other. Get out of my dojo! His words were yelled out as one final kick crashed into the opponent, causing him to fly through the building walls and into the neighboring facility. I did it. I broke through my shell. A slight, weak grin formed on his face. Suddenly the lights turned on as the front door of the dojo flew open. Halt, feeble student, for I am Captain Evil! Today will be the day for your defeat! Takahashi yelled as he burst through the door. He wore bright yellow spandex with the words villain written on the chest with a marker. Behind him stood Itsuki, clearly annoyed by her father's antics. The man opened his eyes, but the grin quickly disappeared. Hello, Sensei. I'm sorry for the mess, so I'll clean it up from... Midoriya passed out mid-sentence, falling face first to the ground. I caught the thief. The hero known as Edgeshot reported. The man stood atop the passed-out villain, his skin made of a strange metal-like material. Thank you, sir. We'll be sending over a squad car to pick him up. A man replied with the hero's earpiece. With a simple nod, he switched off the radio. Every day there seem to be more and more of your guys, he complained, dragging the villain onto the nearby sidewalk. Suddenly the man froze. His face turned pale as he turned his head to the sky. That's a lot of chakra. Is there a fight nearby? The hero questioned, taking a quick glance at his captive. He's going nowhere. Check it out. Quickly the man vanished from the straight line. Not long after, he arrived atop the roof, looking down at the many police and ambulance vehicles parked outside the Mayo Dojo Center. Was this some sort of training mishap? He questioned, looking at the building. A large hole was in the building roof while a trail of rubble seemed to stretch through Mayo through 3 other buildings. There. Edgeshot noticed the sight of a lizard-like man. He was covered with a blanket which was turned more red than white. His arm was handcuffed to the stretcher while being loaded into the ambulance. The hero quickly dropped down just as the 2 ambulances drew up. Oh, hello, sir. It seems like you're a bit late. a policeman commented while standing next to the patrol car. He held a clipboard in his hands, which had a large stack of paper snapped in place.
What happened here?
Well, we were able to deduce a couple things from the security cameras. A man known as Saguchi broke into the facility earlier today. He runs a small, broken-down martial arts center a couple streets up. The place has been losing customers quickly, and he blamed it all on the Mayo Dojo Center. The kid was the first one to come back from the dojo. A fight commenced, and we believe he used his quirk to incapacitate the man. Unfortunately, it seems like the kid wasn't able to control his strength. We don't know if Saguchi will make it. The kid, on the other hand, has multiple fractures along with a nasty wound on his back. They have both been sent to the nearby hospital for immediate treatment. Headshot walks past the officer, glancing into the dojo.
It wasn't a quirk. The boy used chakra.
A good one, sir. Anyway, there'll be luckily no civilian casualties, but there is significant damage to the neighboring buildings. Besides all that, we have things sorted out. Currently, we're taking statements from the owner of the building along with his daughter. They were the first on the scene after the incident. The officer pointed over to the man in bright yellow spandex.
All right, good work. So let's see here. 5 cracked ribs, damaged vertebrae, and a bruised wrist. To be honest here, your son is lucky he got out with minimal damage.
An elderly man with big goggles said while he was looking down at the clipboard. So he'll be fine? Tears flowing down Inko's cheeks like waterfalls, a terrified look on her face.
Yes, no need to worry. A couple days of bed rest will allow your boy to recover. I have to see other patients, so I'll make my leave. Feel free to call me if anything in his condition changes.
The doctor walked out of the room, closing the door upon exit. The onyx-haired boy groaned as he started waking up. Isuku! Instantly, Inko grabbed the bed railing, bending over to her son. Are you okay? The woman placed her hand on the top of his forehead, feeling a slight fever. Hey, Mom. Where did you come from? Boy mumbled, raising his hand toward his mother. Inko quickly grabbed it, clutching him tightly. Oh, my boy, you scared me so much. Midoriya started squeezing his mother's hand back gently, but suddenly Inko jolted back, yanking her hand free. Ah! Did I hurt you? Inko grasped her hand, the pulsating pain coming from it as it slowly turned a reddish hue. Izuku pushed against the bed railing, but his only caused the metal frame to bend and snap off. What's happening? The boy questioned, a cool warmth soaring through her body. I can't stop it? He held out his hand, feeling chakra flowing through like a river. Where is Mr. Takayashi? He's still at the dojo. The officers are questioning him. Inko answered, still clutching her hand while walking up to her son. I did it. I broke through, but I can't control myself. I need to speak with him. He'll know what to do. Quickly, Izuku tried to get himself up, but his body didn't allow it. Rest now. He said he'll come to visit as soon as the officers are done. This managed to calm the boy as he laid back down. Careful as to not touch anybody, Inko let out a sigh of relief before she herself plopped into a chair. Hey, Mom. You know what this means, right? Huh? It means I can be a hero. A real one. I just need to grow a bit more. Oh, Izuku, I'm scared. Being a hero is really dangerous. I mean, look what happened today. The young boy cocked his head to the side and gave a warm smile. Trust me, it'll be fine. I'm going to be a hero no matter the danger. That way I'll protect everyone, even you, Mom, remember? Thanks again to the Outcast and Ragex for watching to the end of the video. This video gets 80 likes in the next 2 weeks. We'll continue the series. Other than that, if you have any questions, shout out in the comments, or feel free to join our Discord. Thanks again.